The Virginia Cavaliers have just advanced to the Men's College World Series for the 7th time in the last 15 years, a fantastic achievement that is undoubtedly grounded on a system of consistency in all facets of the game. The Virginia baseball program is one that prides itself in producing not only elite players, but elite people as well. Let's break down this team's history of success. Virginia baseball was not always the powerhouse that you see them as today. Their turning point to success mainly coincided with the hiring of coach Brian O'Connor following the end of the 2003 season. Since then, the Cavaliers have seen a substantial amount of success not only in the regular season, but the postseason as well. After years of experimentation, the team gained a sense of cohesion and attained a solid recruiting prowess, and the accolades started to roll in. The first of these to come was their College World Series invite in 2009. This team boasted big names such as Phil Gosselin, a key infielder at second base, Jarrett Parker, an outfielder who provided power and speed, Danny Holtzen, a freshman pitcher who quickly became one of the team's aces, and John Barr, an outfielder known for his clutch hitting. This trip to Omaha was arguably the most important, as it instilled a sense of confidence within the program that invites to the biggest stage were not only a plausible goal, but a replicable one as well. The Cavaliers had broken out of the realm of mediocrity and were ready to embark on a journey of success. This idea came to fruition when the Cavaliers found themselves in Omaha once again in 2011. By this time, the Cavaliers had established a program recipe, a code of operation. This roster was more structurally sound, with names like Danny Holtzen once again, who is now a proven dominant pitcher and one of the top prospects in the country, Steven Proscia, a powerful hitter and third baseman, Tyler Wilson, a pitcher who provided important starts and relief appearances, and Chris Taylor, a consistent shortstop that tied the lineup together. This year also saw the hiring of a reputable assistant, Matt Kirby, a man who at the time oversaw the development of position players. As of the summer of 2023, Kirby has officially been promoted to the team's recruiting coordinator, a true testament to his instrumental efforts within the program over the years. By 2014, the Cavaliers had reached Omaha again, and this time they were ready to make a significant mark. By this time, the aforementioned stars had fused out of the program, and the team made an impressive reload. This reload boasted names such as Josh Sorbs, a pitcher who was instrumental in both starting and relief roles, Nathan Kirby, another pitcher who was one of the team's aces, Brandon Waddell, yet another pitcher who was known for his consistency and clutch performances, and Joe McCarthy, an outfielder who was a consistent hitter and had a strong on-base ability. Winning was truly second nature to this team up until their championship matchup against Vanderbilt, where they lost a hard-fought Game 3 by 1 run, 2 runs shy of a national championship. Instead of letting this devastating result get in their heads, the Cavaliers made it their mission to return to Omaha once again in 2015, and that they did. This team was not only composed of 2014 standouts, but also newcomers in the infield, Ernie Clement, a player known for hitting and speed on the bases, and Pavin Smith, a first baseman that made some important hits down the stretch. Despite having a worse record than the year prior, this Cavaliers team proved everyone wrong and used their adversity as a means of motivation. As a result, this achievement proved to be monumental not only for the Virginia baseball program, but also for the ACC Conference, as it was the first time since 1955 the crowned champion was of ACC affiliation. The Cavaliers left the season with their heads up and a sense of accomplishment that was accompanied with an unwavering thirst to repeat this level of success. In the years that followed the memorable 2015 season, the team's postseason success took on a hiatus. The program did make some notable runs, but none that made it past the regional. This was until the 2021 roster said otherwise, with a spectacular and unforeseen string of wins in the postseason to get them to Omaha once again. The key players on this roster that helped achieve greatness were Andrew Abbott, a pitcher who was one of the top starters for the team, Zach Geloff, a versatile infielder who primarily played at third base, Nick Kent, a shortstop known for his solid defensive skills, and Devin Ortiz, a utility player that was valuable for his versatility and clutch performances. The heart and grit of this roster propelled them to a berth in the College World Series second round, where their efforts finally gave out and sent them home. It was evident that some of the magical remnants from the 2015 National Championship was still in the air in Charlottesville, as in a mere 2 years, the Cavaliers were once again packing their bags for Omaha. The star-studded 2023 roster made their name known starting early in the season. The names that made this possible were Kyle Teal, a standout catcher and top hitter, Jake Geloff, younger brother of the aforementioned Zach Geloff and one of the team's best power hitters, Ethan O'Donnell, an outfielder known for his consistent hitting and defensive skills, and pitchers Griff McGarry, Brian Edgington, and Connolly Early. Despite having a deep roster and an impressive record, this team was bested by its first two opponents in the College World Series, close-fought and devastating losses to Florida and TCU, each by only 1 run. It is here that we find ourselves in the present, and lucky for us, we have a whole lot to be excited about. After a stellar 2024 season, the Virginia Cavaliers have once again earned a spot in the College World Series and have become a ubiquitous likeness there. So far this year, plenty of big names have emerged from the lineup, such as Griffin O'Farrell, a consistent shortstop that provides indispensable leadership to the team, Ethan Anderson, a reliable catcher and hitter, Harrison Didewick, an outfielder that has shown great improvement with his hitting, Casey Sauke, another outfielder with great awareness in hitting, and pitchers Evan Blanco, Joe Savino, and Jay Woolfolk. Additionally, freshmen Henry Ford and Eric Becker have been helpful in filling the gaps that the 2023 roster left. Overall, under the tutelage of Brian O'Connor and several others, the Virginia Cavaliers have proven themselves as an elite college baseball program that pose a genuine threat to win it all more often than not. And now, for the 7th time in the last 15 years, the boys in orange and navy are headed out to a small town in Nebraska with the hopes of recreating history on the world's biggest stage. Maybe they will fall short of excellence, as many Virginia College World Series teams have before. But maybe their unrelenting team energy will subsist to the finish line, as it did in 2015. Regardless of whether or not they hoist the trophy, they have already proven themselves as champions in the eyes of UVA fans. What they will have to do now is show the rest of the world as well. I'm Jacob Higgins, WUVA.